Good afternoon and welcome, sports fans, to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, a gymnasium where we're awaiting the start of this afternoon's makeup game between the Riverton Lady Wolverines and the Jackson Lady Bronx. We got a special treat for you. Alongside, in-house, we got JC Chatham doing color for us and a little bit of camera work. Normally her work's done down on the court, and I wish you could be down there.
Yeah, but at least you get to be up here with you.
Well, yeah. Okay. Flattery will get you nowhere. But yeah, it's a nice view, and it's a good, we're the ones who are going to benefit from having you up here.
Great.
Because you know these girls, you know the team, you know the things that Coach Huggins is trying to do. You know, I don't know if you've seen Riverton. You haven't seen them this year, but last year, do you remember? Did you play Riverton?
Yes, we did. We played them, and it was a pretty close game, but we ended up losing in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
We've always been looking forward to get the rematch with them.
Get a little revenge going, huh?
Yeah.
Redemption, revenge, common theme in sports. So you're aware of all that. First, let me just tell you folks, this action is brought to you by Century 21, Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates. Jackson Lumber, Jackson's original board store. High Country Linen, premier rental service for linens, uniforms, and entry mats. Wyoming Department of Transportation, keeping our highways safe. The town square inns of Jackson Hole, including the Antler Inn, Elk Country and Cowboy Village Resort, and 49er Inn and Suites. It's hard to believe the season winding down. Coach Huggins brings these girls in with a record of 1-15, 0-5 in quadrant, and ranked dead last in 4A. JC, how did that happen?
I don't know. It's gone by too fast.
It's gone by real quick.
Let's get another one here.
Just a makeup game here, and then senior night Saturday with Evanston in a game that has playoff implications. I mean, you could win that and go 1-5. Evanston's 1-4 right now. If Evanston loses, they'd be 1-5, and I don't know who wins. Do you know who wins the tiebreaker? I don't.
I have no idea. It's also new
but
this year.
It could be interesting. I mean, you don't want to be fourth seed, really, ever. Because you got to play first seed. You got to play Green River for the third time this season, likely.
Yeah.
But if somehow you beat Evanston and your records were tied and the tiebreaker went to Jackson, then you could get matched up against that 2 seed and avoid Green River. Not that Green River's something to avoid, because that last time you played them here, not a week ago, where poor JC got hurt, we should say that
just as much as it does on the basketball court. Always know road conditions before you head out. Call 511 or download the Y.511 app for road information at your fingertips. Buckle up every trip, every time, and put away distractions, especially your phone, so you're better prepared for the unexpected. Finally, never drink and drive, not even a little, because buzz driving is drunk driving. This message brought to you by Y.Dot.
You're watching and listening to live coverage of Jackson Hole High School sports on KZ95.
We're back courtside, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, awaiting the start of this one. Lady Bronx and the Lady Wolverines. JC Chatham with us, providing color as she nurses an ankle injury. We hope to have her back for postseason. This team's going to need you, JC.
Yeah, well, until they do well without me tonight.
A part of you wants them to lose really bad, and then you can say, see, you need me. No? That's not.
Right now I want all good things, all good things.
Yep. I can see that. So we have not seen these Riverton Wolverines yet this season. The scheduled trip earlier was washed out by the snow, but they did make it this time. This is a non-conference, non-quadrant game, but could go a long way towards making these Lady Bronx feel good as we get towards the end of the season. Senior night this Saturday. We can roll over Evanston with that momentum after we win this afternoon, and then work our way right to March 4th to start the playoffs. And it's going to be one and done with COVID, so you're going to get an invite to the dance for Jackson Lady Bronx. It's likely to be Green River, we'll say, and that'll be in Green River. And it'll be a tough chore to go down there and win, but it's win or go home. This is going to be hard.
Yeah, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
Good point. National Anthem. We'll be right back with the starting lineups and the tap of this one. And you're listening to the Bronx pregame show on KZ95, 95.3 FM, and KZ95.live.
High Country Linen Service has grown with its state-of-the-art facility to be the premier rental service for linens, uniforms, and entry mats. High Country Linen also provides wholesale janitorial supplies, paper products, and earth-friendly cleaning supplies to Jackson Hole, Teton Valley, and beyond. Call 733-2638 or come see us at 355 North Glenwood. On the web at highcountrylinen.com. Jackson Lumber, the board store, Jackson's oldest business and only true lumber yard in town. Jackson Lumber's hardware people are the best in the business, and they do it right the first time. Jackson Lumber works with people who make a living building, so the tools they sell are definitely the best hand tools and power tools available, with names like Vest Tool, Milwaukee, Makita, Skillsaw, Senco, Fine, and DeWalt. Jackson Lumber, the board store at 130 South Gromont. Call 733-6000, 733-6000.
Live play-by-play coverage of Jackson Bronx sports continues with Jake Nichols.
We're back
on
getting the
KZ95.
starting lineups. Jackson Lady Bronx being announced. It's Carson Breeding getting the go along with Brooklyn Hills, both presumably bringing up the backcourt or the wing or whatever it's called. JC will let us know. Jill Smits, Gracie Hardiman, and Audrey Forrest, the starters. Jackson in their home whites trimmed in black, a little bit of orange, and moving, I believe, left to right on your radio dial. But we are video streaming, finally, I think. We got it right. For Riverton, by the way, I want to say it's Olivia Bradley. Oh, there she is. Olivia Bradley, Winter Ridgely, Savannah Martinez, Shaylee Campbell, and Anna Hutchinson, I believe, are the starting five. And here comes Riverton in their road blacks trimmed in maroon. And they'll start with a basketball. Savannah Martinez, the leading scorer, spins out of trouble there. Back top of the key. Olivia Bradley resets. Now goes to the wing. Shaylee Campbell thought about driving the baseline. It wasn't there. Martinez will try a three. It's short. All the way out of bounds. Smith just lets it roll out of there. And Riverton gets her first look at the rack, and nothing. Here comes Jackson. Fast starts or slow starts, JC?
Usually right now it's been some slow starts, but, you know, we've been trying to get it up, picking it up, and come off the bus even though we're at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to play with a lead, that's for sure.
That's true.
Carson Breeding, she is going to play a perimeter game, looks like, this afternoon. She tried a 3, rolled in and out. Now it's Olivia Bradley. Both teams had a shot down the court, but come up empty. Winner Ridgely swings it far side. Shaylee Campbell. She'll try a 3. It's in. And it's 3-0.
We've been worried about Riverton's 3 games, so let's hope that's not too strong tonight.
Is that right? They're outside shooters? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, isn't it envy? I see a team that can shoot it so free and easy from distance, and I'm like, why can't anyone do that? Carson Breeding drives. She gets shut down. Back out to Hardiman. Over to Brooklyn Hills. Now baseline Smiths. Joe back top of the key to Audrey Forrest. Swings to Brooklyn Hills. A lot of perimeter passing here. Breeding will try driving the lane a little bit. Up and in. Kissed off the glass. That's a nice shot, and that's hard to do. 3-2 in the early going. Here comes Riverton. Bradley brings it up, swings it near side here to Shaylee Campbell. Now inside to Martinez. She's met by a host of Lady Bronx. Good night. Everybody wanted the ball there. It was like a triple team. Martinez just hands the ball to the ref. Possession arrow in favor of Jackson, and they'll take it now. 3-2. They trail by 1. Chance to get a lead here for the first time. Breeding far side of Forrest. Baseline Smith. All the way cross court to Brooklyn Hills, who feeds Audrey. She'll try a 3. In and out. No good. Rebound Hardiman and Breeding. Carson will take it. The layup won't go. She'll get a third look at the bucket.
That's it.
And that one goes. That's good to see, and it's some of the advantage Jackson might have in the paint with that size. Here's a baseline drive backdoor. Anna Hutchinson, she got loose. Somebody lost track of her. JC, you can go ahead and give us a number of who was supposed to guard her.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying not to rat anybody out tonight.
Yeah, they might go back and watch this.
Yes.
Audrey Forrest at the wing. She goes to Gracie Hardiman all the way to the baseline. Joe Smith back to Hardiman. She'll drive the lane, bumps into Martinez. Phil gets up a shot, but it won't go. And the rebound, Riverton coming the other way. Bradley spins out of trouble, now brings it back outside. Baseline 3, that's good, and that's Campbell again, her second.
Wow.
From distance. You got to keep an eye on 14. That's twice from beyond the arc. Jackson ball now. It's Brooklyn Hills. 8-4 in the early going, just under 5 to go in the opening quarter. Breeding out to Forrest, top of the key. Bounce pass to Smith. She gets double covered, so she puts it on the floor. To Breeding, now back to Forrest, back to Brooklyn Hills. Hills bounce pass inside, looking for Hardiman. Gracie couldn't find the handle. I think Campbell got a hand on it. Duckett's going to come in and replace Joanna Smith for Coach Huggins. Oh, maybe not Smith, sorry, Audrey Forrest. And Campbell comes out, hot off her 2 threes for Anna Hutchinson, I believe. There's Bradley. No, the Camden Sheets will replace her. Here's Anna Hutchinson, far side to Winter Ridgely. Ridgely baseline got shut off, so she swings it all the way out here, top of the key, but it's off the hands of Olivia Bradley, out of bounds. Jackson ball. Lady Bronx trail by 4 here in the early going. Carson Breeding far side to Duckett. Morgan back to Carson. Near side here to Brooklyn Hills. Hills, she got caught dragging her pivot foot, gets rung up for the travel. That's one of my least favorite calls, JC.
Yeah, I know. This team has been heavy on turnovers. We're trying to cut it down tonight.
Yeah, you sound
We'll
like
see.
Coach.
I know. I know.
Unforced errors, turnovers, there's nothing you can do to coach people out of that. But, yeah, it's that call, and there's a ball knocked out of bounds. Morgan with good defense there, and is she going to get whistled? She leads the team by far in fouls.
Oh, yeah.
I think she did get a little handsy there, or maybe not. I don't see any foul on the board, just out of bounds off Duckett. Here's Riverton. Bradley will try one from 18 feet, fails to draw iron. Saved, however, by Camden Sheets, only momentarily. Goes right to Carson Breeding. Breeding finds an open Duckett. She'll drive the lane, picks up too much trouble, so gets back out of there. Now Carson, almost a steal by Olivia Bradley. Now Carson loses the handle as she drives the lane, and there's a tie-up on the floor. And wouldn't you know, it's going to be a blonde that comes up out of that pile, either Hardiman or Duckett, almost every time. And it's Morgan was tied up there Possession arrow now favors Riverton. Checking in, Ella Judd, replacing Savannah Martinez, leading scorer for Riverton. Full court press on for Huggins, trying to create a turnover here, but Riverton breaks it easily with passing. Ella Judd hands off to Olivia Bradley. She drives the baseline but runs into Hardiman and ran out of real estate. Out of bounds, but Riverton will hang on to this one as they're going to say it was off Gracie, who checks out now. And our favorite player, Hyla Chatham,
Here she is.
in. Olivia Bradley with the inbounds pass. Ooh, and Hyla got in the way of Anna Hutchinson. Those two collided. Anna Hutchinson, the 5'9 senior, and Hyla Chatham, the 5'5 senior. And 5'5 might be generous. You think she's?
Yeah, we tend to exaggerate on that form. Yes.
Baseline jumper there, it won't go. Breeding had the rebound but lost track of it. Now Audrey helps her out. Down to Hyla. Hyla Chatham, top of the key to Audrey. She'll try a long three from there. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound tracked down by Duckett, out of bounds. And she hit the bleachers hard and gets help over there from Ella Judd. It's going to be Riverton basketball. 3:20 to go in the opening quarter. Hasn't been any scoring for a while. 8-4 Riverton in the early going. That's over the head of Bradley, and Smits will track down the loose ball. Turnover Wolverines. Here comes Joanna Smits. Bounce pass up here to Hyla Chatham. Back to Joe, the old give and go. Smits was cutting nicely, yeah. Couldn't get it to fall. It's the right idea, though. Joanna passed to Hyla. Hyla saw her cutting right to the rack. Gave her the ball in stride, and she just couldn't finish. Campbell checks back in. She leads all scores with 6 on the 2 threes. Here's Hyla with that baseline 3. Had it for a moment, and then Anna Hutchinson stepped in her way. Here's Morgan. She'll try one from about 20 feet. It's no good. Rebound, Riverton. Anna Hutchinson with the ball now. A little bit of full court press, but now everybody backs out. Duckett trying to give Hutchinson problems. She hands the ball off to Judd. Now cross court all the way for Martinez. Her shot no good. Breeding trying for the rebound, but put herself out of bounds. She was just leaning the wrong way. Well, the good news, if you're a Lady Bronx fan, Savannah Martinez, the leading scorer, not quite feeling it yet, but Shaylee Campbell is. You might want to contest her if she pulls up for a long jumper. With 2:38 to go, it's Jackson's ball, still at 8-4. Lady Bronx can play these close, low-scoring games. Good defense. You've been in a lot of low-scoring affairs.
Oh, yeah. We're hoping, well, you know, we always have the low score. We're trying to keep the other team to that, too.
But your defense, like some teams don't like to play when it's close, there's not a lot of scoring. Audrey Forrest misses a 3 from distance there, and now rebound Riverton the other way. It's Shaylee Campbell who's not afraid to shoot it. And a scramble for the loose ball, and Camden Sheets. Yeah, Sheets is down, and she got hit in the face somewhere, and that didn't hurt. Who got her? You can.
I mean, I didn't see it, but I'm guessing either Gracie or Morgan, those free-for-alls.
Those are the usual suspects. Sheets comes out. She looks okay, but she definitely took a knock to the face there. And there was a call. Second team foul on Jackson. It'll be a foul on Morgan Duckett, who just grabbed a loose ball here. Duckett up ahead to Forrest. Nice pass to Emma Genzer, who lost the handle. Tried to save it out of bounds, but did not.
Turnover on Jackson on the loose ball.
2:06 to go. We're still at 8-4 Riverton. And bringing the ball up court, Olivia Bradley, the 5'4 sophomore, averaging 1.7 a game. Got Duckett all over her. In fact, some contact out here. No call. Refs letting them play. Far side, Fegler, who is in the game now. Mackay Fegler, the sophomore. Now a whistle and more substitutions. Brooklyn Hills checking in for Hyla Chatham. For Riverton, Savannah Martinez is going to take a breather with 1:45 to go in the first. 8-4 Riverton. Morgan Duckett. Jackson needs a bucket in the worst way. Brooklyn Hills drives through a double team, and then she hits the deck and runs into Ella Judd. physical early on. In fact, there's been a lot of physical games lately, JC.
Oh, yeah, we don't need any more people injured
I
now.
mean, the injuries are an indication, I guess, and then some girls getting hurt in practice, but this seems to be the last 4 or 5 games very physical. Joe Smith's good from 3. We'll see if they give her the 3. She was standing right on the line, and they did. So it's 8-7 now. Riverton with the ball. Jump shot here. Campbell, and she's good. And Riverton has the answer. As back and forth we go with a 1:11 to play. Emma Genzer inside. Double team. Back out to Brooklyn Hills. Hills to Jill Smits. They slow things down. Carson Breeding. She'll make a move. Drive the lane. All by herself. Running. Layup no good. Gets her own rebound. That won't go, but she's fouled. And to the line, Carson Breeding for the first time, 50% free throw shooter. What is it about free throws, JC? You're should I say it on the air? 27% free throws.
Ooh, that
15
hurt.
foot,
Hurt.
15 feet with no one guarding you, JC.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Breeding has the first, and she's available for lessons.
Yeah, We've been trying to work on it in practice, but we got other things to work on too.
There's no shortage of things to improve when you're 1-15. Breeden made them both. Good job, Carson. So it's 10-9, under a minute to go in the first. Riverton Jackson applying full court pressure here. The Wolverines break it and get down. Campbell again. This one rattles in and out, but the rebound, Riverton. Nice job there, but it's out of bounds. Makai Fegler found the rebound and tried to shoot one behind her back, but it went all the way out of bounds on the side court. Checking back in for Riverton. Winner Ridgely, 45 seconds to go. It's 10-9. Jackson trail just by 1 here. Fast moving first. Haven't been a lot of whistles and not a bunch of scoring. Forrest out to Joe Smits. Over to Morgan. To Breeding. Maybe playing for a last shot here, just trying to find an open look. Audrey finds one she likes, but she comes up short. Rebound goes off of Brooklyn Hills, out of bounds. Although, they're going to give Jackson the ball here. I thought Brooklyn last to touch it, but no. Carson Breeding with the ball, and she got caught traveling. 27.9 seconds to go in the first in a 10-9 game. And more substitutions late as Coach Travis McIntosh will send in Martinez, his leading scorer. She's been quiet so far this afternoon. So is everybody but Shaylee Campbell. It's Campbell that's Hutchinson with the ball far side wing. Hutchinson guarded by Breeding. Breeding takes a poke at it, knocks it loose, but Hutchinson gets it back. Now she'll drive, kicks one out to Martinez. Her shot no good. Putback is there, and who was that? Might have been Bradley.
I think it was.
Yeah. Her first points of the afternoon. The last try shot there. Audrey did not make it. She's got her palms up, wondering what happened. Did she want a call there? I'm not sure.
Yeah, she always wants a call, though.
That's Audrey's thing. It's after 1, it's Riverton 12, Jackson 9. We'll be right back with the second quarter. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on KZ95.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local while staying at the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, or 49er Inn and Suites. With the best entertainment, dining, shopping, bars, and brews all in walking distance, you'll never want to leave. Call 1-800-4-TETONS or find them on the web at townsquareinns.com.
You're watching and listening to live coverage of Jackson Hole High School sports on KZ95.
Coach Huggins talking things over. J.C. Chatham's got her eyes just riveted on that huddle at this side of the court. Now she shows us the view like, do you wish you were in there? What's he talking about?
Oh, yeah, I definitely wish I was there. I bet, honestly, knowing him, he's talking about turnovers.
Yeah.
Turnovers and rebounding. Those are 2 things he's always emphasized, but...
Yeah, well, this team rebounds it well. They have all year long, Jackson Bronx. I mean, it's part of it is a situation when you don't make shots, you get a lot of offensive opportunity rebounds. But this team's rebound really has been up there all season long.
Yeah, that's one thing we're proud of.
And up there with the turnovers, too, but we won't say anything about that.
Let's just focus on the rebounds for now.
Camden Sheets in a little bit of trouble here as Brooklyn Hills right over her back, and finally Brooklyn's going to draw the call. You could not be any closer to Camden Sheets without wearing her uniform. Brooklyn just draped over the back of her, and now she'll pick up the foul. That's the team third, Brooklyn's first. Riverton basketball, they lead it by 3. Bounce pass inside, was looking for Ridgely, went right through her legs. Joe Smits finds Audrey Forrest up ahead. Oh, and Forrest's pass is off Breeding's hand, but a good job by Hills to track it down. Smits, they're going to try it again now. Audrey Forrest, 3, just misses off the back of the iron. Rebound, Savannah Martinez for Riverton. Smits hounding her, but and it works. A little bit of pressure from Joe Smits causes the turnover on the travel. It's Camden Sheets, the junior, got called walking. And inbounds pass coming here from the Bronx, Joe Smits. You got a lot of set plays for these inbounds?
Oh, yeah, but we always end up running one of 3 of them that we have. But we go over like 50 of them in practice. So.
All right.
We got a lot in the bag.
That's Audrey Forrest dropping a dime from distance, ties it at 12. Wide open underneath is Ridgely, and she got away somehow. And every time Jackson's had a big basket, it seems Riverton has had the answer. It's 14-12 now, just underway in the second. Brooklyn Hills drives baseline, didn't like what she saw, so passed to Hardiman, who gets 2 tries to the basket, got her own rebound up and in.
Tied score right now.
Tied again at 14. Full court press again for Jackson, causes a turnover. Hardiman with a steal. Gracie goes up and in all by herself. And a timeout as McIntosh has got to settle things down. Jackson with her first lead of the afternoon, 16-14. We'll be right back with more Bronx basketball on KZ95.
They say the best offense is a good defense. This theory applies on Wyoming roads and highways just as much as it does on the basketball court. Always know road conditions before you head out. Call 511 or download the Y.511 app for road information at your fingertips. Buckle up every trip, every time, and put away distractions, especially your phone, so you're better prepared for the unexpected. Finally, never drink and drive, not even a little, because buzz driving is drunk driving. This message brought to you by Y-Dot.
Your home for Jackson Hole High School sports is KZ95. Let's get back to the game.
Lady Bronx enjoying their first lead of the afternoon, 16-14. Turnovers. Usually it's Huggins preaching his girls not to do it. And last couple of trips down the court for Riverton, it's been the Wolverines with the turnovers. Yeah, you can feast or famine when it comes to turnovers. Savannah Martinez goes all the way cross court to Winter Ridgely. She drives a little bit here. Nothing. Hardiman took the ball right from her. And here comes Jackson, a chance to add to the lead. Brooklyn Hills, far side baseline jumper. Audrey Forrest, good. That's her second 3 in a row. She makes it 19-14 Jackson. There's a pass to nowhere and another Riverton turnover. Coach McIntosh called a time to settle his girls down. It doesn't look like it worked. Olivia Bradley checks back in. She's the calming influence, even though she's only a sophomore. She kind of runs the floor show like J.C. Chatham for Jackson. See if she can calm her girls down. Meanwhile, Brooklyn Hills, top of the key to Breeding. Carson back to Hills. Bounce pass inside, looking for Smits. And a jump ball. Jackson got lucky there as Joanna lost the handle momentarily and looked like it was going to be taken away by Hutchinson, but possession arrow on the jump ball favoring Jackson. Inbounds pass here from Joe. Bounce pass is pretty difficult for Audrey to find that in the land of trees, and she lost the handle. Bradley up ahead to Martinez. She's going to get called for a travel as she did that same thing where you make a basketball move before you dribble.
Oh, yeah, I always end up doing that a lot.
You do that a lot. I mean, I don't even see it. I'm not a ref, and basketball is not my sport. But I barely even see it, but these refs never miss it.
Oh, no, they're relentless.
Audrey, she's hot with a 3. She'll try another. No good. Rebound Bradley. Olivia Bradley trying to dribble her way out of the press here. She does by passing to Camden Sheets. Camden settle things down, and Riverton gets into their half-court offense here. How do you like this defense, JC, so far? It looks pretty stout.
Yeah, right now, like, we got Brooklyn out there, and she's just always the best defender out there for us.
Busy hands, right? Like her hands are everywhere.
Yeah, we actually snatched her from soccer. She was the best defender on the soccer team, and she just transferred it over here, and it's been the key for us.
Nice. I would have never. You're a soccer player as well.
I am.
From the line, the first one from Hutchinson is no good. Anna's a 46% free throw shooter. Duckett checks in for the soccer player Hills. She'll take a rest. 5:13 to go in the half. Jackson lead 19-14. Hutchinson can cut into that a bit here with her second try. No good. Morgan Duckett on the rebound. Morgan patient across the timeline. Now what? Oh, my. A double dribble. And again, we're talking about those really ticky-tack, picky things those refs see. I didn't really see that either, but.
You know, they seem to always see it, so got to believe it's there sometimes.
Martinez out to Bradley. She tries to bounce pass inside Anna Hutchinson. Anna's in there with a lot of trouble. It's Hardiman, Joanna Smits. And she tries to pass out to Bradley, but guess who's there? Morgan Duckett. Here comes Carson Breeding now driving, and she gets the ball knocked away. Audrey Forrest is petitioning for a foul, and so is Huggins. Everybody wants a call, but that's just knocked out of bounds. Jackson ball here. They lead by 5. Duckett try to find somebody open. Finally a bounce pass to Hardiman. She'll try a shot here and a chance for a three-point play as Gracie pops it in. It's good to see Hardiman. Sometimes it seems like Gracie's either on or off, and you know right away in the beginning of the game which way it is. She's got 6 already, so that's a good sign. Gracie, a 52% free throw shooter, almost twice as good as JC.
Okay, we don't need to put that in there. 52% is plenty enough.
Yeah, that was probably good with that. She misses this one.
Ooh.
Rebound by Ella Judd. She ripped it away from Duckett. Here comes Riverton. Anna Hutchinson going to drive the lane herself. Ran right into Hardiman. Was Hardiman set? They're going to say no. The blocking foul will send Hutchinson to the line again. It's the 4th team foul on Jackson, the first on Gracie Hardiman to the line. Hutchinson again. She missed the first 2 she had just a moment ago. This one a 1-1, no. And now lane violation. What is he pointing at there?
I don't know, but it's in our favor, so I'm liking it.
We'll take it. 21-16, Jackson lead Riverton, 4:32 to go in the half. Caroline Forrest getting ready to check in. Audrey has the ball now. Bounce pass to Breeding. Breeding is playing this perimeter game. There's a Audrey 3 again. This one won't go. After hitting 2 early, she's missed the last 2. And here comes Shaylee Campbell. She's hot for Riverton. She's going to try the 3, top of the key. No good. Rebound Hardiman, uncontested. Hands off to Breeding. Carson going to drive all the way by herself, coast to coast. Can't get that to go, but the rebound there from Forrest, that won't fall. And Gracie Hardiman out. Oh, my. She's going to get caught for traveling. A nice fall away pop shot by Gracie, who plays that tough game in the paint. And she got caught walking there, and her basket nullified. Riverton ball, press again. Huggins wants to create some energy, get a turnover perhaps. Shaylee Campbell going to drive all the way on Smith. She'll try a little 8-foot shot, no good. Rebound, just about everybody. Bradley had it, Duckett. Shaylee Campbell had her hands on it. It's going to be jump ball, Riverton's ball. Inbounds pass here. Out to Bradley. Bradley bounce pass far side. Savannah Martinez eyes a baseline 3. That won't go. Breeding has the rebound. Another one for her. Up to Audrey Forrest. Back to Carson. Smith, she'll try a long 3. Good! And Joanna Smits, we were talking about that in the pregame. JC, everybody needs to pitch in, and I love when Joe just lines them up from outside.
Oh, yeah, when she's on, those 3s are deadly.
Yeah. She doesn't even need rim, but there's the answer for Riverton. They've been there every time. Ella Judd with her first points of the afternoon. And the Wolverines have the response. Whistle here, turnover right in front of the Riverton bench, and now the Wolverines with the ball. 24-18, Jackson lead. Duckett Hardiman is going to check back in, replacing Carson Breeding for Jason Huggins. 3:12 to go in the half. Jackson with the lead here. Olivia Bradley in the backcourt. Picks up some resistance from Hyla, but she'll let her gain the timeline. Far side, Shaylee Campbell. She's had the hot hand for Riverton. Bradley, top of the key, swings it quickly to Hutchinson. Anna, cross court. Shaylee Campbell, she'll try the three. No good. Rebound Martinez. She goes to the floor hard. And the foul is going to be on Gracie Hardiman, her second. Team sixth, 2:52 to go in the half. Gracie going to come right back out with her second foul. Coach Huggins substitutes a lot often.
Oh, yes. He's
to keep
really big
people
on that.
Is it just keep everybody fresh? Is he?
I think it's a combination of things. Honestly, got to be in his head to know.
Shaylee Campbell, leading all scorers this afternoon, has another two and makes it 24-20. A 4-point game now. Joanna Smith's hot off her three. She's going to bounce past to Hyla. Chatham, near side wing here to Audrey. Back to Hyla, top of the key, and now a three ball from Morgan Duckett won't go. Rebound Hutchinson on the far side. Duckett just swinging at her, trying to get that ball away. Bradley bounced pass to a wide open Ella Judd, puts a nice baseline move on Genzer, but then lost the handle. Stolen away. Here comes Morgan Duckett. Look out. She gets her pocket picked by Hutchinson. We're coming the other way. 3-on-2 break. Anna puts it up and no good. Gets her own rebound. That won't go either. Ball comes all the way out to the key where Hutchinson will try again. This shot, Campbell tried that jumper. That won't go, but she'll go to the line.
Foul on Smits, her second.
Campbell is 73% free throw shooter. The second foul on Joanna Smits. Seventh team foul with 1:52 to go in the half. And Shaylee can cut into the lead here a little bit. She does. Campbell hits that one.
Into the lineup for
24-21. Wholesale changes for Coach Huggins. Chatham, Genzer, and Caroline Forrest out. Second shot from Shaylee Campbell, the junior. Rolls around, can't fall, won't fall, and Audrey Forrest with the rebound to Carson Breeding. Breeding brings it up court quickly, pushing the pace. Joe Smith's with it, bounce pass back to Audrey, near side here to Morgan Duckett. Top of the key to Brooklyn Hills, swings it, perimeter passing now. Nothing really open inside except for her, Brooklyn Hills. Good job by Joe Smiths to see Brooklyn all the way cross court. Hills was open. She couldn't get the shot to go, but she will draw the foul. Brooklyn to the line, and we don't have any stats on her free throw shooting, so we'll see her build her resume now. That one's
There we
good.
go. Now we got some stats for her.
Good job, Brooklyn. You're 100%.
Yeah.
25-21, 92 seconds to go in the half as Brooklyn eyes her second. And that won't go, but a rebound is Carson Breeding. Left-handed layup. No good, but thought it was a foul on Riverton, but the Wolverines are clapping. Carson does a lot of left-handed lay-ins. Is she a left-hander, or does she just shoot both hands?
No, I guess she's both hand. I don't know.
She's very often will go with that left-handed layup when she can't get her right free, and she does it pretty well, either hand. That shot's good from, I believe that's Gracie Olheiser seeing her first action. Gracie Hardiman checks in with 1:29 to go. That is the sophomore Olheiser. And she hits that one, got them both. It's 25-23. One-score game now. Joe Smits at the baseline. Didn't like the look she had. Goes cross-court to Breeding. Now to Duckett, far side. Duckett bounce pass into Hardiman. No, out of bounds. Those passes, boy, they make me nervous. There's a lot of passes inside I've seen you girls do, and
Yeah.
sometimes it seems like whoever's getting the pass isn't ready, or you got to make a tricky pass to get in there, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Hardiman misses. Rebound putback. Carson Breeding. And that's her 8th point this afternoon. With a minute to go, a 4-point lead here. And now Morgan Duckett is in the vicinity of somebody hitting the ground. That's not unusual. Olivia Bradley is going to nursed some floor burns there, and Morgan Duckett was standing over looking very guilty.
Oh yeah, it seems like whenever people fall down, it's always something to do with Morgan.
20's in the area.
Mm-hmm.
20 is going to check out for a minute as Coach Huggins has her cooler heels. Bradley with this one from the line. No good. Rebound, though, is Oldheiser, who gets the ball back out. Ella Judd, far side Martinez, and that's the last thing you need if you're a Bronx fan is for Martinez to heat up. She has her first points of the afternoon to pull Riverton within 2. Joe Smith tries to get a pass inside to Hardiman again. Those are so dangerous. When they work, they're great. But when they don't, you...
Yeah, but luckily we got this one.
Yeah. Jackson ball. Anna Hutchinson checks back in for Makai Fegler. There's a pass inside of Breeding out to Hyla. She had a look at a 3 for a moment, passed it up, gets the ball back, and now swings one to Forrest. To Carson Breeding. She has an open look. She'll take it. No good. Rebound. Bradley tracks it down. Time winding down here in the first. 27-25. Jackson lead. Bradley. Swing pass here to Hutchinson. Puts a move on Joe Smith, but then gets shut off by Hardiman. Far side. Drive there by Bradley. Her shot no good, but Hutchinson with the rebound. Wide open, top of the key. Campbell, and you can't leave her that open. She's been deadly this afternoon. She hits that one. 1 second, no time to get that shot off. That'll do it at the half. Riverton manages to retake the lead after the first 16 minutes to play. It's Riverton 28, Jackson 27. We'll be back with a halftime show. And possibly, Jason, you gonna go into the locker room? You gonna hang out here?
Yeah, I think it would actually be better if I went in there.
Okay.
All right, so.
Thank you so much for doing this, for hanging out with us.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Your insight is invaluable, and I love it. Thank you. Best of luck the rest of the season. I want to see you back out there, maybe for Evanston. Definitely for the postseason.
Definitely for the postseason.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
Yes.
It's JC Chatham, the all-star guard for the Jackson Lady Bronx, joining us while she gets an ankle back, nurses that ankle back to health, and hope to see her in the postseason. Jackson's really going to need her. We'll be right back with the halftime stats. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on KZ95.
Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates is proud to bring you live coverage of Jackson Hole High School basketball on KZ95 as a supporter of the relentless students and athletes in the area. Affiliated with the most recognized name in the real estate industry, Century 21 Jackson Hole provides unique listings, exclusive services, and exceptional results. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates will put their love for the area and lifetime of Jackson Hole knowledge and experience to work for you. Go to C21JH.com to view their listings or contact Ted Dawson, Kent Hobson, Denisha Anderson, and Dawson Smith at 307-732-8181 or email teamjh@c21jh.com. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates. Find your place with them.
High Country Linen Service has grown with its state-of-the-art facility to be the premier rental service for linens, uniforms, and entry mats. High Country Linen also provides wholesale janitorial supplies, paper products, and earth-friendly cleaning supplies to Jackson Hole, Teton Valley, and beyond. Call 733-2638 or come see us at 355 North Glenwood. On the web at highcountrylinen.com.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local while staying at the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, or 49er Inn and Suites. With the best entertainment, dining, shopping, bars, and brews all in walking distance, you'll never want to leave. Call 1-800-4-TETONS or find them on the web at townsquareinns.com.
All right, I admit it might be more than I can handle running the audio and the video stream. I'm trying to do a million things at once and keep stats. I can't do it. I admit it. I throw my hands up. I can't do it. I got some stats for you now. These are hardly official because, I do not keep books very well. But here's what I'm seeing from the, let's start with the Riverton Lady Wolverine side. Shaylee Campbell really has come out of nowhere. I guess we shouldn't be too surprised. Shaylee Campbell, the 5'9 junior, averages just under 5 points a game. That would put her kind of third highest scorer on Riverton, but she is having some kind of game this afternoon. She's 3 for 5 from distance and has also hit a couple from the floor and a free throw. I got her for 9, 11, 14 points already for Shaylee Campbell. Our Riverton certainly in the running for our Century 21 Relentless Player of the Game. We got Anna Hutchinson and Savannah Martinez, both with 2 each. Ella Judd also with a basket, and Gracie Olheiser has converted 2 free throws for 2 points on the afternoon on the Riverton side of the ledger. For Jackson, Carson Breeding has 8 points on the afternoon. She's been very, very good, active rebounding. She's gone to the line a bunch of times, drawn fouls, hit a couple of free throws, and she's hit 3 from the field. So far, so good, Carson Breeding. Gracie Hardiman has also hit 3 from the floor. She's got 6 on the afternoon. Joanna Smits with the 1 from distance for 3 points. And Audrey Forrest was feeling it there for a little while before she missed 2 from beyond the arc, but she was 2 for 2 from Triple Land for 6 points on the afternoon. So if you're looking for a relentless player of the game, on the Jackson side of the ticket, Carson Breeding, Gracie Hardiman, and Audrey Forrest all in the running. And I love to see more shooting out of Joe Smith. Seems like every time I see her pull up and shoot one from distance, she hits them. She rarely misses. I just like to see her do more of it. At the half, it's Riverton 28, Jackson 27. Jackson got behind. It was mostly Riverton's game for the first quarter. Jackson came back and owned much of the second quarter until the final seconds when Riverton retook the lead, but it's been very close. These two teams very evenly matched. The Riverton Wolverines come in with a record of 2-12, 1-4 in quadrant. They're ranked 15th in 4A. That's 1 slot above the Lady Bronx, who are ranked dead last, 16th in the 4A with a 1-15 record. Neither of these teams shoot very well. The Wolverines average just 28.8 a game. For the Lady Bronx, they're averaging not much better than that, 32 points a game. Jackson plays a little bit better defense for the most part. Jackson riding an 11-game losing streak. Riverton coming in off a tough loss their last time out. But this is really, so far at the half, could be anybody's game. 28-27, a 1-point game. We'll be back, drill down a little bit more on stats, and a reminder that the boys will be immediately following. Also a reminder that we are video streaming, and I'm trying to keep an eye on it. It looks good to me. If you want to find where to get that, get on YouTube, open your YouTube app or get on YouTube, and within YouTube, search for KZ95 Sports. No separation between the KZ and the 95. KZ95, all one. KZ95 Sports, and you should see the live stream to this game. You can also go to the KZ95 Facebook page, look for links there, or the Jackson Hole Radio Facebook page and look for links there as we broadcasting this game, trying to give you the pictures to go along with the words. We'll be right back. More on the Bronx Halftime Show on KZ95.
Ford Store, Jackson's oldest business and only true lumber yard in town. Jackson Lumber's hardware people are the best in the business, and they do it right the first time. Jackson Lumber works with people who make a living building, so the tools they sell are definitely the best hand tools and power tools available, with names like Vestool, Milwaukee, Makita, Skillsaw, Senco, Fine, and DeWalt. Jackson Lumber, The Board Store at 130 South Gromont. Call 733-6000. 733-6000.
This is KZ95 with live coverage of the Jackson Bronx.
We're back here at the half, and Jake Nichols with you for Jackson Hole Radio alongside Kimmy K. Morton. Thank you so much for JC Chatham for sitting in with us. Did you hear JC? Yeah. JC sat in for the whole first half. She did camera. I mean, Kimmy's all bummed because that's her favorite player. I told JC you're her favorite. She's your favorite.
Well, I like all of them, actually.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was telling someone today, actually, that with social distancing so much, I kind of feel like these girls are my girls. They're who I see the most. But I've only talked to a couple of them, but I feel like I know them.
They're our tribe. They're our pod.
They're my girls.
We got the T-shirt to prove it. But, yeah, I asked Coach Huggins if he could spare somebody who may not be playing, and he thought of JC because she's laid up with the ankle injury, and JC did a great job, gave us some great insight into the game.
Oh, well, she should still be up here.
Oh, it was fantastic. Well, she wanted to join the girls at the half. She wanted to go hear Coach yell at them. You know.
I didn't hear you enough, obviously, because I was preoccupied. Sprain, what was the injury to the ankle?
Yeah, she's got, it's not the same ankle, so we were right on that. And it's, just a sprain, nothing broken. But pretty severe. Huggins has a photo of it, and the ankle is bent at an angle, and it just, it makes you sick. So we hope she can get back for postseason play on March 4th, but that might be a stretch. Just about ready to go here. Jackson will have the basketball first, moving right to left on your radio dial, but you're watching us probably on the video stream, hopefully. And here comes Audrey Forrest, top of the key here to Brooklyn Hills. Jackson trail by 1, just underway here in the second. Hills, far side of Forrest. She eyes a 3 and just short, in and out. Rebound, Breeding, and the putback no good, but she's fouled in the process of shooting, and she'll go to the line for the third time this afternoon already. She's hit 2 from the stripe, leading all scorers for Jackson with 8. Chance to tie here. Breeding, no good off the back of the rim. She'll get a second look here. 7:43 to go in the third, just underway. Jackson trail by 1. Could it be tied? Yes, we're tied at 28. Riverton ball. Full court press, kinda. Jackson backing out of it a little bit. Here comes Anna Hutchinson. Hutchinson out of control with that dribble and finally gets dinged for traveling. She knew it the whole time. She was dribbling only half as much as she was running. And here's Carson Breeding for Jackson Forrest. Far side, Brooklyn Hills. Brooklyn picked up by Bradley. Top of the key, Forrest over here to Breeding. Bounce pass inside for Smith. She was looking at what she wanted to do with the ball before she had it, and it went off her hands out of bounds, but they're going to say it was last touched by Riverton. So Smith's inbounds to Breeding. She'll try a little 10-foot pop shot. That's good. And Carson's feeling it right now for Jackson. 30-28. Riverton breaks the press. It's Shaylee Campbell. She's had the hot hand for the Lady Wolverines. Her shot no good. Hardiman yanks down the rebound, and Jackson has a chance to extend the lead here. Brooklyn Hills, far side, Carson Breeding. Top of the key, Forrest. Forrest bounce pass to Hills. Hills back to Breeding. Carson to Forrest. All perimeter stuff now as they can't get inside. That pass to Hills off her hands, out of bounds. Morgan Duckett throws it back to the ref from the bench, and it'll be a turnover again. A lot of perimeter passing there, and the only person inside in the paint was Brooklyn Hills, the smallest player. Not sure what kind of offensive set that was. Now Hills reaches in, pokes the ball away from Hutchinson out of bounds, and she's going to get rung up possibly for a foul. Or are they going to just say out of bounds?
Out of bounds.
Riverton ball. Thanks. It's Olivia Bradley being watched by Hills. Hutchinson hit the deck. And meanwhile, a turnover. Pass ahead for Carson Breeding. She bounces it off of Hutchinson to save it. Good job as Carson was trying to get alone on the fast break, but Hutchinson was right with her. But she knocked it off of Hutchinson out of bounds. Brooklyn Hills try to put a move there. Wide open. Hardiman for a 3. Didn't take it. Forrest will. And that's off the front of the rim, no good. Hardiman with a rebound. That putback won't go. Gracie gets it again, and now it goes into the hands of Anna Hutchinson. And Hardiman, I think, got scratching and clawing it. Hutchinson's going to draw her third foul of the afternoon. Huggins is going to go get her now with Morgan Duckett as Hardiman checks out with 3 fouls, and that's bad news. She has 6 points on the afternoon. Full court press again on for the Lady Bronx. Hutchinson with the ball now. Watched by Joe Smits, and she gets the pass up to Shaylee Campbell. Campbell over here to good. That was Savannah Martinez, and that was a 3-pointer. Audrey Forrest now, top of the key to Breeding, far side Hills. Hills bounce pass into Smits, turnaround jumper, good. Joanna Smits with the answer, and a whistle here and a timeout. Who called that one?
Jackson.
I
was waiting.
It's a full. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on KZ95.
Jackson Lumber, the board store, Jackson's oldest business and only true lumber yard in town. Jackson Lumber's hardware people are the best in the business, and they do it right the first time. Jackson Lumber works with people who make a living building, so the tools they sell are definitely the best hand tools and power tools available, with names like Vest Tool, Milwaukee, Makita, Skillsaw, Senco, Fine, and DeWalt. Jackson Lumber, the board store at 130 South Grovemont. Call 733-6000, 733-6000.
Here's your voice of the Jackson Bronx, Jake Nichols on KZ95.
We're back courtside, 5:54 to go in the third. Jackson up 32-31 at home against the Riverton Wolverines. This is a makeup game from a missed game earlier this month. Riverton with the basketball. Hutchinson makes a move on Smits across the timeline, fine. And now pulls up. Can't find anybody to pass to. Finally finds Martinez. She'll drive the baseline. Cross baseline pass there. And now Campbell drives the lane. Her shot no good, but she'll pick up a foul and go to the line. Campbell, one of the better free throw shooters for Riverton, converting on 73% of her tries from the stripe. Chance to tie it here. Caroline Forrest ready to check in for Coach Huggins. For Jackson. Here's Campbell. She's got that one. Shaylee Campbell going off. Man, where did this girl come from? The junior having some kind of game to lead Riverton. 32-all. Her second from the line is in and out, no good. Rebound, put back. Hutchinson, that dangles on the rim, won't go. Breeding with a rebound. Up ahead to Smits. Back to Carson Breeding. Far side, Audrey Forrest. Forrest, top of the key to Smits. Joe now going to reset and settle things down. Smits goes Duckett. She'll try a 3 off the back of the iron. Strong, no good. Rebound, Savannah Martinez gets it to Bradley. She pushes the pace. Olivia Bradley, the 5'4 sophomore. Inside pass to Judd. Goes right back out to Martinez. Her 3 ball is no good. She'll get another try here, though. She drives the lane up and in. Savannah Martinez with her 7 points of the afternoon, and she's the usual leading scorer for Riverton. She's starting to get hot. Here's Morgan Duckett for Jackson. Bounce pass. Forrest back to her sister Caroline. Audrey now top of the key to Joanna Smits. Joe bounce pass to Audrey Forrest with Hutchinson on her. Floats one in the middle to Harding. Beautiful pass. And Carson Breeding converts. Wow, that's how it's done. Beautiful float pass. Breeding at 6 feet tall. There's really nobody on the Wolverines that can match up with her inside. And there's Breeding poking a pass away right there as they try to get the ball to Ella Judd. Turnover, pass underneath the bucket to Duckett. She tries to go to Caroline Forrest. Now it's tied up, and a jump ball as Breeding got her hand on that as well. Bradley comes up off the bottom of the pile. We're tied at 34. 4:12 to go, and the possession arrow favors Riverton, so they'll inbounds here. Olivia Bradley. More pressing here for Huggins as he goes man-to-man and comes right up to meet these Wolverines in the backcourt. Bradley is over the timeline easily. Her floater in the middle is picked off by Audrey. She points to where she wants Joe Smits to go and wants the ball back. Smits zings one into Caroline Forrest, but it's too hot to handle. Did it come off the hands of Martinez, though? It did. It'll be Jackson ball. Joanna Smits will inbounds. Just under 4 to go. Deadlocked at 34. Smits out to Forrest. Audrey, far side to Duckett. She tries to get a pass into Breeding. Almost didn't work. Now here's Joanna Smits. Her 3 is good. And Joe is 2 for 2 from distance.
That was a swish.
That was, when she makes them, she never uses rim. I wish she'd do it more. That was a big one, 37-34. Driving the lane is Judd. That layup won't go, but a whistle, and Jackson ball as it goes out of bounds. Good job. I think Breeding got a piece of that. And with 3.5 minutes to go in the third, Jackson up 3 and a chance to extend. Morgan Duckett, far side to Breeding. Carson puts the ball on the floor. She'll drive the lane. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebound, Judd. Judd near side of Bradley over the timeline. Olivia pulls up with Caroline Forrest on her. A little pop pass to Judd. Her shot off the back of the rim, no good. Audrey Forrest on the boards. To Duckett, up ahead to Forrest. Caroline tries a lay-in. That's no good. And the rebound, Riverton. It was Judd. She gets the ball to Hutchinson. Hutchinson going all the way, runs straight over Forrest, who thought she was drawing the foul, but she did not. As Audrey hit the deck hard, I thought she was planted, but it's a matter of microseconds, and they say no. And to the line is Anna Hutchinson, the top rebounder on this team, but a chance to do some scoring. She misses the first. She's a 46% free throw shooter. Ridgely checks in. Campbell checks in.
And Hyla Chatham.
And Hyla Chatham for the Bronx. Thank you for eyeing that. 3-point lead for Jackson. That rattles in and out. Hutchinson missed them both. Breeding works it up ahead to Joanna Smith. She'll slow it down momentarily. Far side of Forrest. Now to Hyla. She'll try a 3. Hyla Chatham just short off the front of the rim. Hutchinson with the boards. Anna with Joanna Smits on her. Hutchinson pulls up, spins around, and goes far side to Campbell. Now in the corner to Martinez. Back out top, to Ridgely. Up top. The 3 is good. That was Bradley, I believe. No, that was Judd, with the 3. And they're going to give her 2 on that. It's 37-36. Joe Smits to Breeding. Breeding cross court to Hyla Chatham. Hyla has got Hutchinson on her, or Camden Sheets rather, guarding her. Joanna Smits. Sheets comes out to meet her. 2-3 zone here for Riverton. Audrey Forrest with a 3 ball. No good. Rebound comes all the way out to Audrey again. She fought it away from Hutchinson. Jackson gets another look. Joanna Smits. Audrey Forrest. Back to Hyla Chatham. She'll try top of the key 3. Just off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound. Shaylee Campbell. Campbell brings it up slowly. 1:40 to go in the third. 1-point game. Jackson up. Camden Sheets back out high here to Campbell. Campbell with Audrey poking at the ball there. Campbell going to make a little running jumper. No good. Caroline Forrest pulls down the loose ball. Audrey up ahead to Hyla Chatham. Hyla, she'll drive the lane. Tries one. Just in and out. I love Hyla's aggressiveness to just shoot it or go to the rack, but it just missed. Hutchinson all the way by herself. Loses the handle. Last touch by Carson Breeding. Breeding just waits for people to get to the basket, and when they do, she puts her paw on it. Nope. She knocked that one out of bounds. And with 1:11 to go, Jackson clinging to the 1-point lead. Here's Fegler. Now baseline jumper. That's Shaylee Campbell, I think, again. My goodness. She is on fire. It's 39-37. Jackson with an answer, maybe. Hyla Chatham out to Audrey Forrest, to Hills, to Breeding. Perimeter passing here. Hyla to Audrey. She eyes a 3. She'll fire it. Good! And there's your answer. Audrey Forrest with her 3rd triple of the afternoon. 9 points on the game. Coming back the other way, McKay Fegler. Her shot no good. Rebound, Hyla Chatham will bring it up for Jackson. 34 seconds to Audrey Forrest. She'll try another 3 from her favorite spot. No good. And the rebound, this time Ridgely. Ridgely lost the handle to Breeding on the steal. Carson, she'll come up. Dishes to Brooklyn Hills to Chatham. Far side to Forrest. Again in that far wing. And again, this time off the front of the rim. But Carson Breeding with the board and the bucket to lead all scorers for Jackson and make it 42-39. 6 seconds, 5. Time running out in the quarter. Ridgely turnaround in the lane, no good. Rebound fought for. Hyla Chatham will secure the loose ball as the buzzer sounds to end the third. It's Jackson 42, Riverton 39. We'll be back with the exciting finish of this one. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on KZ95.
They say the best offense is a good defense. This theory applies on Wyoming roads and highways just as much as it does on the basketball court. Always know road conditions before you head out. Call 511 or download the Y.511 app for road information at your fingertips. Buckle up every trip, every time, and put away distractions, especially your phone, so you're better prepared for the unexpected. Finally, never drink and drive, not even a little, because buzz driving is drunk driving. This message brought to you by Y-Dot.
You're watching and listening to live coverage of Jackson Hole High School sports on KZ95.
Well, right now, both coaches talking things over. Coach Huggins got to be wondering what is the answer for Shaylee Campbell. Coach McIntosh has got to be wondering, how do we stop Carson Breeding? But we might have some other players to have a final say before this one is over. Savannah Martinez has also got 7 on the night for Riverton. Audrey Forrest has 9 for Jackson. Hardiman has 6. Joanna Smits has 7. So both teams getting some points here as we're running up the score. 42-39, Jackson with the lead and the ball. Hills to Audrey Forrest. Back to Brooklyn Hills. Breeding, far side Smits. Joe, top of the key. Jackson taking advantage of a rather tight zone. Riverton will collapse back into that zone and leave you those open long shots. Here's Brooklyn Hills. Bounce pass into Harding is a beauty. The pass was gorgeous and Hardiman finished. 44-39. It's Gracie's 8th point of the afternoon. Whistle here, double dribble on Bradley. It'll be a turnover and Jackson ball again. Brooklyn Hills will inbounds here on the near side, right in front of the scorer's table. Breeding, far side to Audrey Forrest. Audrey top of the key to Brooklyn Hills. Back to Joe Smits. Joe takes a stroll, bounce pass to Forrest. To Hills. Brooklyn looking for something, now puts it on the floor. Out here to Breeding. Perimeter passing over to Smits in the baseline. Bounce pass. Audrey. Hills. Riverton coming out to meet that three a little bit more now. They're not giving you the open look from distance. Here's Audrey all the way cross court to Carson Breeding. Wolverines doing a good job coming out to challenge the long shot. Carson gets one off. Looked like she got hit in the act of shooting. Got her own rebound. Neither shot ended up going, but she does draw yet another foul. And Carson Breeding is having herself a game, not just the points, but the tough play inside, rebounding and banging around in there. That's not easy.
I heard you say that.
I wouldn't want to do it. Carson, she nails the first. Makes it 45-39, 6-point game. 6:49 to go into regulation. Breeding with that classic high free throw. Boom! Hits that one as well, and this is Carson's afternoon. Glad they pulled her out of class to play this game. Woo! This is Makai Fegler with the ball. Top of the key, Martinez. Long three. That's out of bounds, and Savannah kind of has a laugh to herself, but that doesn't happen often for Savannah Martinez, averaging 10 points a game. She's been a little bit quiet this afternoon, has just 7, but we're far from done yet. Joe Smits with the ball, making a move on Fegler. Now a loose ball scramble and a tie-up between Fegler and Smits. And the possession arrow favors Riverton. Checking in now, Hutchinson back of the game. Anna will replace Ridgely. And the inbounds pass coming here from Makai Fegler, the sophomore, feeds Olivia Bradley. Sophomore to sophomore connection there. Hutchinson with the ball, finds a nice cutting Martinez. Her shot No good, but the foul is on Hills, who also hit the deck. And it'll put to the line Savannah Martinez. It's Brooklyn Hills' fourth foul. I don't know how she racked up that many already. To the line, Martinez, 65% free throw shooter, is good on her first try. Her second of two. It's a 6-point game now. Can pull it within 5. She does not. No good. Rebound, Audrey Forrest. Forrest cross court to Breeding. Carson helping her out there nicely. Carson Breeding will drive the lane. Went to put the shot up, and Hutchinson's going to get called for the push-off. That's one of the rare times Carson did not use the left-handed layup. She tried to shoot that with her right hand, but it's a good thing she did, because that's the hand that Hutchinson pushed off on, I believe, and that's how she drew the foul. That shot's good. And Carson Breeding is improving that 50% free throw shooting statistic.
She's 100% since I've been here.
Wow. Her second one off the front of the iron. No good. Brooklyn Hills with a strong rebound. Falls out of bounds. Audrey wants to say she was pushed, trying to buy a call here from the refs. Timeout, Huggins, and we'll figure out what happened when we come back. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on KZ95.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local while staying at the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, or 49er Inn and Suites. With the best entertainment, dining, shopping, bars, and brews all in walking distance, you'll never want to leave. Call 1-800-4-TETONS or find them on the web at townsquareinns.com.
Let's get back to the live action on KZ95. Here's Jake Nichols.
Jake Nichols alongside Kimmy K. Morton, stats, camera, and texting people. She can do it all, man. 47 of 40 with 6:01 to go in the third. Jackson's pretty much taking control of this game here in the second half, but you got a feeling you can't take your foot off the gas with these Wolverines. Inbounds pass coming from Joanna Smith, so the refs did give Jackson the ball. Joe's pass intended for Forrest. Missed the mark, but Breeding comes up with a loose ball, so Jackson gets lucky there. Here's Audrey in the wing. Nobody to pass to here. Audrey's taking too long with the ball. She's got to do something. Finally finds Brooklyn Hills top of the key. Huggins was talking to her. Huggins is standing 3 feet from her, right behind her, and I think it got into Audrey's head. She was listening to the whole thing and then failed to make a basketball move. Hardiman with his shot. Put back is good. And the foul. Gracie Hardiman missed her first shot, but that's only because she was waiting to make the second one so she could draw the foul. Good job, Gracie. Checking into the game for Riverton is Camden Sheets. She'll replace Makai Fegler. To the line is Hardiman. She's a 52% free throw shooter, and chance to make it a three-point play. She does. And right now, all the Lady Broncs are firing on every cylinder. A 10-point lead for Jackson with 5:22 to go in regulation. Bounce pass here to Campbell, rather. Campbell, nice spin move in the lane, up and in over 3 players. Shaylee Campbell came to play today for Riverton. Here's Carson Breeding with the ball. See if Jackson has an answer now as their lead is cut to 8. Audrey, way out here, top of the key, directing traffic. Bounce pass to Hardiman. Gracie Hardiman moving on Martinez. Gracie out here, top of the key to Hills. Swings it over to Audrey. Had a 3 momentarily, but won't take it. Now to Hardiman, far side, Carson Breeding. Back to Gracie Hardiman. Jackson not in a hurry here. Now Audrey has an open look after Hutchinson went for the steal. And a beautiful pass to find Smith's inside. That's how you pass. How about that passing?
That was a great assist. That was beautiful.
Bingo, bango, bongo, as B-Dog would say. And look at the answer there as Hutchinson puts it up and in. And a timeout. Coach McIntosh wants to settle things down and try to get her girls back in it. It's a 52-44 lead for Jackson. We'll take the break with them. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on KZ95.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local while staying at the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, or 49er Inn and Suites. With the best entertainment, dining, shopping, bars, and brews all in walking distance, you'll never want to leave. Call 1-800-4-TETONS or find them on the web at townsquareinns.com.
Let's get back to the live action on KZ95. Here's Jake Nichols.
Well, the Lady Broncs finding themselves in a rare place, leading late in the game, 4:26 to go. It's all Jackson so far in the second half as they're up by 8. Joanna Smith's with the ball now. Guarded by Hutchinson. Top of the key out here to Audrey Forrest, picking her up. Immediately is Camden Sheets. Now back to Smits. Floats one inside for Hardiman. Up and in. Gracie is making hay inside, and we talked at the pregame that Jackson might be able to get the down low post game going. They have a size advantage. Here's Hutchinson with the ball. All the way cross court to Martinez. Her three is short and out of bounds. Jackson ball, they lead by 10, 54-44 with 3:47 to go in the fourth. Carson Breeding, a little bit of full court press here by McIntosh. He needs a turnover here, and he's almost got one. He did, as Joanna Smits took her eye off the ball momentarily. She's bumped into by Hutchinson. Now that's either a foul or a turnover. We'll see what they call. As Smits, they're going to give the ball to Jackson. Joanna inbounds. Smits has got some shoulder bandage on. I don't know what's bothering her. Now a loose ball, steal by Hutchinson for Riverton. Comes down 2-on-1, bounce pass to Bradley. Very unselfish, maybe too unselfish. Probably should have took the shot. It's Jackson ball now after Bradley could not convert. They had a 2-on-1 break. Hutchinson should have just went to the hole, but she tried to bounce pass to Bradley. Now Jackson stalling for time. Time is their friend with a 10-point lead. Brooklyn Hills swings it to Breeding. Breeding puts a move on Campbell. And now bounce pass inside to Hardiman. She's had a big day there. Now back out top of the key to Joe Smits. They reset the half-court offense. Coming around for the handoff is Audrey. Audrey Forrest. Reach in, and Riverton now starting to foul. That's all they can do. Camden Sheets reach in with the intentional foul to send, well, nobody to the line yet. That's only the 5th team foul on Riverton. Not in the bonus yet. They still got to commit some fouls. They're just tired of watching the Broncs pass the ball around, trailing by 10. They have got to get the ball in their hands. Bradley's going to draw the infraction now as she tripped up Carson Breeding. Sorry, they're going to give it to Campbell. Her second. They don't need her to foul out. Shaylee Campbell leading all scorers. That's the 6th-team foul, so we'll go to the line now with fouls from here on out. Jackson with the ball. It's Smits. Joe making a move on Martinez. Martinez right with her, not worried about playing tight defense. If they foul, they foul. Probably all the better. Audrey Forrest with Campbell on her. Sheets on her. Audrey hands off to Brooklyn Hills. Hills spins away from Bradley. Got a screen there from Audrey. That drew a roar from the bench. And now a whistle and a foul, and that'll send Forrest to the line. Audrey, a 51% free throw shooter. The foul is on Camden Sheets, the junior, her second. And a 10-point game with 2:18 to go. And this one almost in the bag. Audrey could go a long way toward icing it right here, as she eyes the first of a 1-and-1. No good. And the rebound, Riverton. So the Wolverines got what they wanted. Here comes Olivia Bradley. Brooklyn Hills picks her up on defense. Far side wing to Hutchinson. Anna with Duckett guarding her, or rather Hardiman. Out to Campbell. Shaylee finally misses. Rebound Jackson. It's Hardiman. Or maybe that was Sheets. Sheets looks a lot like Campbell to me. Joanna Smits baseline. She did not take the jumper because they really don't need to. Hardiman battling inside. She tries one. Now Smits will try the three, and it's good. And that'll all but do it. Joe Smits puts a dagger into the Wolverines here. Bradley kicks out to Martinez. She'll try a three. There's the answer from Savannah. And a timeout. McIntosh as Riverton refuses to go quietly into this good afternoon. 1:32 to go in the fourth. Still a 10-point game. We'll take the break with him. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on KZ95.
They say the best offense is a good defense. This theory applies on Wyoming roads and highways just as much as it does on the basketball court. Always know road conditions before you head out. Call 511 or download the Y.511 app for road information at your fingertips. Buckle up every trip, every time, and put away distractions, especially your phone, so you're better prepared for the unexpected. Finally, never drink and drive, not even a little, because buzz driving is drunk driving. This message brought to you by Y-Dot.
Your home for Jackson Hole High School sports is KZ95. Let's get back to the game.
Back to the live action, and the Jackson Lady Broncs are this close to picking up their second win of the season. They're hungry for this one. Riding an 11-game skid. They'd love to turn it around now. Just a few days before senior night Saturday and before the postseason on March 4th. And J.C. Chatham must have gave the girls some good luck by sitting in with us for the first half. 57-47. Jackson ball, Breedingle inbounds. Coach Huggins probably talked about who he wants to get fouled, and there's a whistle. And boy, that was a phantom call, as Camden Sheets barely did anything to Brooklyn Hills, but the referees have their eagle eyes out. They know Riverton wants to foul, and perhaps Brooklyn's someone they want to foul. Brooklyn had no numbers on her coming into the game. She just hadn't been to the line at all or often enough. But Hills converted. She's 1 for 2 this afternoon.
I was going to say, has everybody, have all the girls scored today?
Oh, it could be. Here's
Yes.
Hills. She gets that one. These are pressure shots here to ice the game. Good job by Brooklyn Hills to drop that in. And it's an 11-point game with 90 seconds to go. Hills with her second is good, and Brooklyn converted them both. And a roar from the benches. All the girls were up on that one. There's Fegler with a baseline three. Mackay gets it. That's her first points of the afternoon. Hits the triple. And we're at 59-50. Brooklyn Hills racing down. Now kicks it out to Smits, as all of a sudden they remembered they're not in a hurry. Forrest, she gets fouled by Martinez on the far side. It'll send Audrey to the line. Still shooting 1-and-1s, as we're not in the double bonus yet. But a 9-point lead for Jackson. Audrey could try to help herself out here. She has not converted yet from the charity stripe and can't do it here, as Martinez pulls down the rebound over to Hutchinson. Anna across the line, baseline to Campbell, kicks it out to Hutchinson, near side Martinez. Minute to go. Riverton's got to hurry here. Top of the key to Bradley. She tracks it down. She's over and back. And the violation will give Jackson the ball here with a 9-point lead. Lady Broncs can control their own destiny, as Audrey implores her teammates to keep cool. Brooklyn Hills will inbounds now. And a nice job by Forrest to set a pick to get Breeding open, but it didn't work, so Audrey gets the inbounds pass. Hills now to Breeding. There's the foul. Audrey will go to the line, and the way she's been, you might not want to foul her either. Pick your poison when it comes to the Broncs. They're all converting from the line.
Hun, I think that's Carson.
Oh, yeah. Carson is who I meant to say. I knew it was Carson, but I said Audrey. Breeding hits that one. That is her
19th point.
19th point and her 6th converted free throw. Looking for 7 now. No good, though. Hutchinson with a rebound. Still a 10-point game with 44 seconds to go. Hutchinson for Riverton. Over to Bradley. Bradley puts a move on Hills. Drives the lane. Can't get a shot over Hardiman, who might have got whistled. Gracie's looking at the ref saying that was a clean block. But it doesn't matter. Gracie, I think one of her teammates, I think it was Hills, told her, don't even bother. We're up 10. Don't.
Oh, actually, they gave that to Audrey Forrest.
Oh, wow. Audrey Forrest with a foul. Okay, so Gracie was right. She didn't do anything wrong. Olivia Bradley missed the first one, and here's her second. She's a 35% free throw shooter, the sophomore. Her second is no good as well. Breeding with a rebound. Carson gets a good pick from Hardiman, and now Hutchinson runs into her to commit the intentional foul. And you're shooting 2 now. Anna Hutchinson's 4th. Double bonus in there for Breeding, who is really ringing up the point totals from the line here. Here comes another one from Carson. No good. And she'll get a second try. 60-50. Timeout here, Coach. Called by Coach Huggins. It's a full. We'll go with him. With a score, Jackson 60, Riverton 50. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on KZ95.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local. Recently renovated, the 49er boasts a new lobby, extended continental breakfast, indoor swimming pool, fitness facility, and 12-person outdoor hot tub. Located on Pearl Street, the 49er is just 3 short blocks from Jackson's greatest bars and restaurants, where you'll find your home away from home. Enjoy your time in Jackson as part of the Town Square Inns, and stay at the 49er Inn and Suites.
Let's get back to the live action on KZ95. Here's Jake Nichols.
Jake Nichols alongside Kimmy K. Morton. All the action on the radio, 95.3, KZ95, 95.3 FM. Also at KZ95.live, the live stream audio. And we're video streaming. Go to YouTube and look for KZ95 Sports. KZ95 Sports. Go to our KZ95 Facebook page, Jackson Hole Radio Facebook page for the links. And you can be watching as well along with us. Breeding second from the line is good.
That is 20 points for Breeding tonight.
Carson with a coming out afternoon. Riverton, Anna Hutchinson drives the lane. Out of Bradley, over to Makai Fegler. Lost the handle, but saved there by Hutchinson. Long 3 from Martinez is good. And Savannah Martinez, she just looks so cool when she shoots them, as if she knows they're going in. With 16 seconds left, we'll keep it here. It's Jackson 61, Riverton 53. Not much you can draw up here when your head coach, Travis McIntosh, your girls down by 8. And very little chance you can do anything with the 16.7 seconds. Coach Huggins hasn't quit coaching, though. He's over there drawing up plays, wants the girls to know exactly where they need to be in every eventuality. Well, Jackson going to get, I'm so glad we got this game in. This was a snowed out February 5th game. Riverton weren't sure they were going to get in here either for the makeup, but I'm glad they did. For Riverton's sake, good they get to play some basketball, and for the Jackson Lady Broncs' sake, as this team needed a boost of confidence. Losing 11 in a row is not easy, and you're heading into senior night this weekend. You'd love to do it with a little bit of momentum, and it looks like they will. Carson Breeding with the inbounds here, full court pressure. Bounce pass to Forrest, who gets it back to Breeding. And they're just trying to stay out of trouble here. Rather than pick the girl they want to get fouled, they were trying to just run away from the fouls. But Carson couldn't get away from Martinez, who picked up her second. And it'll send Carson to the line yet again to add to those point totals. And she does, converting the first. I've run out of room on my stat sheet. Carson's
21.
got so many.
Oh.
62-53. Carson with 21 points on the afternoon. Misses that one. Hutchinson with a rebound for Riverton. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Into Fegler. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound Hills out to Smith. She'll just stand there and take the foul. And the refs are going to let time run out as Joe Smith just got beat up for the cause, but it works. Good job. The Lady Broncs so happy we getting that on camera. That's something we so rarely see. As Gracie Hardiman enjoys a big bear hug with Joanna Smits at center court. These Lady Broncs have been waiting for a win for a long time. This final feels good. It's Jackson 62, Riverton 53. We'll be back with the post-game show, wrap things up, and get the stats to you. All on the home of the Bronx, KZ95.
Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates is proud to bring you live coverage of Jackson Hole High School basketball on KZ95 as a supporter of the relentless students and athletes in the area. Affiliated with the most recognized name in the real estate industry, Century 21 Jackson Hole provides unique listings, exclusive services, and exceptional results. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates will put their love for the area and lifetime of Jackson Hole knowledge and experience to work for you. Go to C21JH.com to view their listings or contact Ted Dawson, Ked Hobson, Denisha Anderson, and Dawson Smith at 307-732-8181 or email teamjh@c21jh.com. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates. Find your place with them.
Back here at Jackson Hole High School, where the Lady Broncs have secured their second win of the season, 62-53, the final over Riverton. With the win, the Jackson Broncs improved to 2-15 on the year. The Riverton Wolverines fall to 2-13 on the season. This was a non-conference, non-quadrant game, so will not go into counting as postseason seeding. This Saturday's game will against the Evanston Red Devils. That should be a good contest with some playoff implications on the line. A Jackson win over Evanston would leave both the Lady Broncs and Lady Red Devils with identical 1-5 records. Not sure how the tiebreaker works. Elin Olaf over at Red Devil Basketball Radio doesn't know how to. If he doesn't know, nobody knows.
Oh, like how they do the playoff things or whatever?
Yeah, like if you tied, if the seeding, for COVID playoffs, here's what we do know. It's one and done. So you get an invite to the quadrant 4A Southwest play, and number 4 takes on number 1. So obviously you do not want to be in the number 4 hole because you got to take on the best of the best, and it looks like Green River. So, it'd be much better to play the 2 and 3 seed game.
Oh, yeah.
For Jackson, that looked like no chance all year long, but look out. They're matched up as the scheduling gods would have it. They get the final season game here in Jackson against Evanston. Evanston is in the 3 seed now. Jackson 4, but a win could really throw a wrench into things, and they'd have to figure out what the tiebreaker is. I don't really know, but right now we won't get ahead of ourselves. We're excited for senior night this Saturday against those Evanston Red Devils. But right now, let's cherish the win. What a great win for the Lady Broncs. Let's take a look at the stat sheets, beginning with our Riverton Wolverine side of things first. Leading scorer, Shaylee Campbell. What an afternoon. Shaylee averages usually 5 a game. She had that in her first 3 shots of the afternoon as she hit 2 threes to start things off and then hit 2 more by the time she was done. She finished with, and I'm going to have to do some math here. Look out. If you smell something burning, that's me doing math.
Oh, no.
Shaylee Campbell had, 6, 8, 10, 14, 15, 18, 20. Shaylee Campbell with 20 on the afternoon. She was a monster for Riverton. Savannah Martinez, normally the leading scorer for the Wolverines, averaging just under 10 a game, was quiet to start, then heated up late. She hit 3 from beyond the arc to finish with
14?
6, 7, 9, 12, 14. Yeah, how'd you know that?
Up there.
Oh.
Sorry.
Double checking me, huh? All right, it's good. I need to,
I wasn't here to do it, so I saw it up there, so I thought I'd help you add.
Ella Judd finished with 4, Anna Hutchinson with 4. Anna had a big game away from the ball as well. She's so tough inside. This Riverton team lacks a lot of length, but Hutchinson at 5'9" plays a real good down-low post game, and she really got beat up this afternoon doing it. Mackay Fegler had 3, 1 3-ball on the afternoon. Olivia Bradley had 2 points, and I had Gracie Olheiser with 2, both of those from the free throw line to wrap up the scoring for Riverton. So, I got my eye on Shaylee Campbell and her 20 points for Relentless Player of the Game for Century 21. Kimmy is saying no.
Gotta shake my head no.
Oh, wow. Normally, in a normal world, Shaylee certainly earned it with a 20-point afternoon. But you're right. It's Riverton. It was a losing effort, number 1, and Carson Breeding, number 5 for Jackson, might have a thing to say about it. How many on the night for her?
21.
Come on.
So she got one more than Shaylee.
She did. She is, she got them when throughout the game. Very often Carson, not a criticism, but very often Carson has a half. Sometimes at the first half, sometimes at the second half, and then tends to disappear for the other half for whatever reason. Maybe teams make adjustments. Carson was all game long there when they needed her. She had a big, big game for the freshman, a coming-out game. She started the year leading this team in scoring. Audrey Forrest had since taken over that title. Audrey's good for about 11 a night. Carson's good for 9.5 tonight, a night, but her 21 far and above her normal average. You're right. Boy, big red, big flag, big spotlight on Carson for the Century 21 Relentless Athlete of the Game. But hold on, Gracie Hardiman with 13 tough points down low in the paint.
I was going to say, when I looked up on the scoreboard up there, because obviously I wasn't keeping stats for you, and you got it over there, didn't we have 3 or 4 girls in double digits?
Yeah.
At least 3, but I think there might have been more.
Good point. Audrey Forrest was 1 point away from joining the double-digit club because Joanna Smits had 12. Hardiman with 13, and I've said this before, Gracie, every 1 point of hers is worth like 3 points because they're so hard-earned. She does not get the luxury. Not that, you got to be good at shooting threes, that's a skill in itself, but hers, she does not get to shoot uncontested baskets. Hers, there's a hand in her face, probably a hand on her arm, probably an elbow in her ribs.
Yeah, or a couple. I saw her shoot 1 or 2 of them where there's like 3 players right on her.
All over,
she does us work really hard to get those points.
Bumping and banging the sophomore to get 13. Those are hard-earned 13, so I love that. Joanna Smits, that's her highest output of the season with 12 points. And Joe hit 2 from beyond the arc. I would so much love to give it to either of those girls. Audrey Forrest hit 3 threes for 9 on the afternoon, but geez, how can you deny the Carson Breeding performance this afternoon? Those 21 points just jump off the page. She was relentless. Century 21, when you need a relentless agent to represent you in your real estate transaction, it's a scary world out there sometimes. You want to do handshake deals, and that's cool, but sometimes when you're talking about $1 million properties, 6 figures, like that's the biggest purchase of your life, whether you're buying or selling, a handshake's good. Let's make sure everything I is dotted and T is crossed, and let the real estate agents of Century 21 be relentless, fighting for you as relentless as Carson Breeding was this afternoon. Century 21, C21JH.com on the internet. Our Century 21 Relentless Athlete of the Game is Carson Breeding. We'll be back to set the scene for the boys' game. That's going to start here in just a couple of minutes. You're listening to Bronx Basketball on KZ95.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local. Recently renovated, the 49er boasts a new lobby, extended continental breakfast, indoor swimming pool, fitness facility, and 12-person outdoor hot tub. Located on Pearl Street, the 49er is just 3 short blocks from Jackson's greatest bars and restaurants, where you'll find your home away from home. Enjoy your time in Jackson as part of the Town Square Inns, and stay at the 49er Inn and Suites.
Jackson Lumber, the board store, Jackson's oldest business and only true lumber yard in town. Jackson Lumber's hardware people are the best in the business, and they do it right the first time. Jackson Lumber works with people who make a living building, so the tools they sell are definitely the best hand tools and power tools available, with names like Vest Tool, Milwaukee, Makita, Skillsaw, Senko, Fine, and DeWalt. Jackson Lumber, the board store at 130 South Grovemont. Call 733-6000, 733-6000.
We're back courtside awaiting the start of the Jackson Bronx and the Riverton Wolverines. Lady Bronx victorious just moments ago for their second win of the season, and the boys would love to follow suit. They have identical records when we started the day, also at 1-15, and they got to be hungry for number 2 this afternoon after watching the girls do it. I'm Jake Nichols for Jackson Hole Radio alongside Kimmy K. Morton. This action on KZ95, home of the Bronx, brought to you by Century 21, Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates. Jackson Lumber, Jackson's original board store. High Country Linen, the premier rental service for linens, uniforms, and entry mats. Wyoming Department of Transportation, they've been busy lately, and they're going to be busy again Friday and Saturday, keeping our highways clear and safe. The town square inns of Jackson Hole, including the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, and 49er Inn and Suites. The girls just come out of the locker room after the game, and they're so happy. Haven't seen them smiling and excited in a long time. Let's see if the boys can follow up against these Riverton Wolverines, but it won't be easy. Here's what Riverton brings to the party as we take a look at our opponents this afternoon. Head coach Bo Sheets is bringing his Wolverines in with a 9-7 record, 6-0 in quadrant play. They're undefeated in their own quadrant, currently ranked 8th out of 16 teams in the 4A. They're averaging 51.1 points a game, surrendering 50. The stats are really very average. This team hasn't really gone out and beat anybody up, but they just win, and they win close games. They're coming off a 4-game win streak where they defeated Green River. That's not easy. Evanston, Rock Springs, and Natrona. Their last 4 games were 4 wins. And when you look at this Riverton team, it begins and ends really, in my mind, with Lucas Engel. He's the size guy. You got to stop him down low. That's going to be the job of Gavin Keelan and Andrew Hanna. And Timmy, you've seen like the improvement and the maturation of the 2 freshmen, Keelan and Hanna. But one of the things, I mean, they're getting more involved in scoring, but they're blocking more shots, aren't they? I see them blocking. Like Hanna?
At our last game, I did want to keep track of how many blocks there were, because you were just seeing it every time they're coming down to the end of the court.
It's really good to see, and they're going to have to do a lot of it because this is one of the few teams that's going to match up pretty well against Jackson. In fact, Jackson's going to have to do all they can do to match up with this team down low. They bring a lot of length, these Riverton Wolverines. So Hanna at what we have 6'3", Gavin Keelan at 6'2". They're going to have to keep a close eye on Lucas Engel. And if that name sounds familiar, he's the wide receiver for the Riverton Wolverine football team. And it's kind of like Damon DeVries pass to Lucas, just pass the ball high, Lucas Engel catch. I mean, there's just nobody's that tall. Engel is 6'6", and he's only a junior, averaging almost 7 points a game. And he plays a good down-low game. Now, if you concentrate too much on Engel down in the post, Jared Lucas, as they bring the Twin Towers, the senior, Jared Lucas, is 6'5". Both Lucas and Engel, as you could guess, lead the team in rebounding. Jared Lucas will pour in 13.1 points a game to lead all scorers for this Riverton team. But you can't concentrate on the inside game for Riverton because they'll kill you outside as well. The 3-ball artist on this team is Damon DeVries, the quarterback. He averages 6.5 points a game, and he shoots lights out from beyond the arc. He's joined by Aquelo Friday, who I really like this kid. I'm watching him on film. He's a good 3-ball shooter. He slashes to the net. He does everything. The 6'2 senior, number 13, with the name Friday. You're going to hear a lot about this kid this afternoon. You're going to hear his
13
name.
13 and Friday.
You're going to hear his name a lot, Aquelo Friday. So there's so many weapons on this Riverton team. They're so dangerous. It's going to be a tough task for the Jackson Bronx, but they bring weapons of their own. Gavin Brunner, the steady senior leadership, has been getting better and better. He's averaging 10.2 points a game. And, of course, the core freshman group that everybody's talking about. the folks at Evanston. We were talking today about these freshmen and how exciting they're going to be in a couple of years, maybe as early as next year. Seb Brunner with his three-ball launches. When he shoots a three, it's from way back. It's from the collegiate three. And then Gavin Keelan and Andrew Hanna down low, the forwards, have been getting more and more floor time as the season has gone on. That fifth man in the lineup, the fifth guy, the next guy up, could be anybody. Rowan Bruno, if he has a hot hand, could be important this afternoon. Henry Barazay could be that guy. We've seen him shoot threes. Or it could be Sam Lopman. Any one of those guys off the bench could be that big fifth guy and could be so important this afternoon. We'll be right back. We'll get the starting lineups to you and get this one underway as the Jackson Bronx get ready to take down the Riverton Wolverines in a makeup game right here in Jackson on a Tuesday afternoon. How weird it is to say that. Tuesday must be lucky for the girls. From now on, let's play on Tuesdays.
Did they win the last time on Tuesday too?
No, I'm just saying that they're one for one on Tuesdays. Oh, that's right. There was a Tuesday Big Piney game. They did not win that.
No, they did not. So. Maybe they did it because, I heard there's somebody's birthday today.
I don't know anything about that. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bronx Basketball at KZ95.
Service has grown with its state-of-the-art facility to be the premier rental service for linens, uniforms, and entry mats. High Country Linen also provides wholesale janitorial supplies, paper products, and earth-friendly cleaning supplies to Jackson Hole, Teton Valley, and beyond. Call 733-2638 or come see us at 355 North Glenwood. On the web at highcountrylinen.com.
Your home for Jackson Hole High School sports is KZ95. Let's get back to the game.
Well, I should know better than to question you. Coach Huggins just chimed in. He said they did beat Big Piney on a Tuesday. So they're 2 wins.
Was it on a Tuesday? Okay.
2 for Tuesday for the Lady Bronx. That's going to be your headline tomorrow. 2 for Tuesday for the Lady Bronx. Yeah, we got to play Tuesdays from now on. I like that. National anthem, and then we're going to get our starting lineups and the start of this one to you. You're listening to the Bronx pregame show on KZ95, 95.3 FM, and KZ95.live. We're also live streaming this game. Check out YouTube. Go to YouTube and search for KZ95 Sports, KZ95 Sports. Go to KZ95's Facebook page or Jackson Hole Radio Facebook page. Look for links there as well.
Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates is proud to bring you live coverage of Jackson Hole High School basketball on KZ95 as a supporter of the relentless students and athletes in the area. Affiliated with the most recognized name in the real estate industry, Century 21 Jackson Hole provides unique listings, exclusive services, and exceptional results. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates will put their love for the area and lifetime of Jackson Hole knowledge and experience to work for you. Go to C21JH.com to view their listings or contact Ted Dawson, Kent Hobson, Denisha Anderson, and Dawson Smith at 307-732-8181 or email teamjh@c21jh.com. Century 21 Jackson Hole Fine Homes and Estates. Find your place with them.
This is KZ95 with live coverage of the Jackson Bronx.
We're back live courtside to get the starting lineups to you this afternoon.
Number 10, senior.
For the Riverton Wolverines, it'll be Blake Dale, the junior,
12, senior.
along with Jared Lucas, the senior, 6'5" senior.
13,
Damon DeVries, the quarterback, and the jump ball shooter, the senior. Aquelo Friday, the kid I was talking about. You better watch him. And then Lucas Engel down low on the post. 4 of the 5 starters, all seniors. It's an experienced Riverton team. 3 of the 5, sorry. They have another senior coming off the bench. Seb Brunner gets a start. this afternoon. That's the first time he started alongside his brother Gavin. Henry Barazay also will take to the floor for the starting lineup. Rowan Bruno, the senior. And Andrew Hanna gets the start. Wondering if Coach Lunds will start all seniors on senior night this Saturday. We'll see. But tonight, this afternoon, he starts only one senior Gavin Brunner and Rowan Bruno.
Do we have 5 seniors on the team?
It is possible to start 5 seniors if you start Shane Sutton. If you start Hayden Cross, you could get a starting 5. Riverton with the basketball in their road colors in the maroon trimmed in black, moving right to left on your radio dial. Jackson in the home whites, trimmed in black and orange. Turnaround jumper for Jared Lucas, and he's got the first points of the afternoon. Lucas is going to be a handful all afternoon. That's either Lucas Engel or Jared Lucas. You're going to hear a lot of Lucas today. Is Rowan Bruno with the basketball for Jackson. Rowan, cross-court pass to Brunner. Top the key to Seb. Seb will try one of those long threes again. No good. Not feeling it yet. Rebound, Lucas. Jared Lucas to Damon DeVries. Three-pointer from Friday, no good. Rebound underneath. Fought for, and now a foul. We'll see who that's on. That's Andrew Hanna, draws his first. It'll send to the line Jared Lucas, the 6'5" senior. These guys are legit big. He's got that. He's got all 3 of the points. Sorry, is that Engel? Yeah. No, that is
number 10.
Jared Lucas.
Yeah,
okay.
Jared Lucas.
He's got all 4 Riverton points. It's 4-0. Gavin Brunner with the ball now. Jackson trailing with 7:05 just underway here in the second half of the girls-boys doubleheader. Seb back to his brother Gavin. Gavin guarded closely there by Damon DeVries. Far side, Bruno will try a pop shot. Just rolls off the rim. And the rebound goes to Lucas Engel. Hands the ball back off to Friday. Pushes the ball up court. Spin around by Engel in the paint, or Jared Lucas rather, and he gets fouled before he can get the shot off as the ball stripped out of his hands. And it's going to be Barazay drawing the foul. 2 fouls now on Jackson in the half, none on Riverton. And to the line again, Jared Lucas. And he just can't get that to go. No good with the first one. Second shot coming here. 4-0 Riverton early going. 6:40 to go in the opening frame. Lucas makes that one. He's got all 5 Riverton points. Seb Brunner with the basketball up over the timeline. Picked up by DeVries. Seb put a couple of moves on him. Now going to go to the rack. On the way there, a whistle. That was before the shot, I believe. If it's a foul. I didn't see it. It is DeVries. Boy, it was not much of one as Seb had blown right by him. Nice little design play there to get Gavin Brunner the ball in the inbounds pass, and he converts the easy layup, and it's 5-2. Friday working it to DeVries. Damon eyes a 3. He'll fire it. Good! Damon DeVries with his first points of the afternoon to make it 8-2. Wolverines. Seb puts a nice move on DeVries. Faked him out of his sneakers, but then can't make the shot. Whoa. Wide open at the other end, though, is Jared Lucas. His shot won't go, but he gets his own rebound. That's good. And Jackson has no answer for the 6'5" Lucas so far. It's 10-2. Seb Brunner picked up by DeVries. Far side Barazay. Now to Bruno. Bruno with a Coelho Friday on him. Gets it to Brunner. Brunner goes to Seb Brunner. Drives the lane. Tries a behind-the-back pass to Hanna, but that did not work. We've seen that tricky little pass work this season, but not that time. Just no room in there for it to go, but it's off the hands of one of the Riverton players. Ethan Vaughn checks in for Riverton. So now there's 2 zeros in the game. One of them has the ball. Gives it to Barazay. His pass inside. I believe Hanna just stolen away by Friday. And now again, Lucas is wide open under the basket. He does not get the layup to go. That's because it was contested there. by Rowan Bruno. No, they're going to give it to Andrew Hanna, his second. And Lucas again to the line. Misses the first as it thuds off the back of the rim. Gavin Keelan's going to come in to spare Hanna, who's picked up 2 fouls already. And Lucas, boy, Coach Lunds might want to have Keelan and Hanna in there at the same time to deal with this size advantage of Riverton, as Jared Lucas is having a heyday so far. 10-2. Lucas has 7 of those 10 points for Riverton. Gavin Brunner gets a pick from Bereze. Can't really make use of it. Puts a move on DeVries. Now drives the lane. Runs into Friday, who says, Engel. Engel says I was planted there, but he wasn't. He's going to draw the blocking foul. Sam Lopman checking in now for Rowan Bruno.
Ooh, they gave that to Damon DeVries.
That's impossible.
No, they did. He's got 2 on him. They gave it to him.
Brunner ran straight into Lucas Engel. There's a 3-ball from Keelan, and Gavin Keelan cold off the bench. His first look at the basket, and he hits it. And that 3 gets Jackson back within 5. Here's Jared Lucas, baseline move on Keelan. That is a basketball move there. Keelan had him pretty well covered, but Lucas with a reverse layup to make it 12-5. And Jared Lucas is a man on a mission for Riverton. Runner to Keelan. Gavin thought about a 3, won't take it as he's got Lucas Engel out there guarding him on the perimeter. That's 6'6" of Lucas Engel. Lopman drives the lane but has his layup rejected by the 6'5" Jared Lucas, out of bounds, but Riverton ball with 4:23 to go. Riverton up 7. Vaughn with a full court pressure a little bit here from Coach Lunds. And it's beaten easily, although Friday is trapped here. Aquelo trying to get his way out of it, gets it to Lucas. Now a wide open Tanner Johnson on the far side. Tanner, spin move on Seb, finds baseline. Aquelo Friday, his baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Seb Brunner, got Vaughn all over him, but Seb gets it to his brother Gavin. Now over to Keelan. Keelan cannot try that 3 with Lucas Engel out there guarding him. I mean, Keelan might be 6'3", but Engel's 6'6". He just won't give him an open look at that long shot. Now he'll take it over the top of Engel. No good, off the front of the rim, out of bounds. It'll be Riverton ball, 3:36 to go. Bruno checks in for Bereze for Jackson. It's 12-5. Riverton leads into the game now. Derek Lang for Riverton to replace Jared Lucas, and all 5 guys in a white uniform are happy to see number 10 sit down for Riverton. What a start he's had.
Yeah, 9 out of the 12.
Vaughn got bumped there in the backcourt, but now Riverton gets the ball across the timeline. Derek Lang with Bruno on him. Now to Vaughn. Vaughn drives the paint. Bruno bumps him. More bumping going on inside as Engel ran into somebody. Now Aquelo Friday. Friday back out top of the key. Vaughn puts a move on Brunner. Spins back, kicks it out to Tanner Johnson, out to Vaughn. A lot of passing, but no good look at the basket yet. There's a foul. Brunner's going to draw it on Lucas Engel. Gavin's first, team 4th. And Lucas Engel, nobody going to the line yet, as no one in the bonus. Lucas Engel checks out along with Aquelo Friday for Riverton. Replaced by Blake Dale, seeing his first action. There's big man Lucas in the lane, can't get the layup to go. Rebound Jackson. Seb Brunner with a basketball over to Gavin Keelan. Gavin, top of the key. Bruno, far side Brunner. Baseline, Lopman. Lopman puts it back top of the key to Brunner. Brunner's got Vaughn guarding him. Gavin over to Seb. Seb guarded closely there by Blake Dale. They don't want to give Seb that 3. Bruno, nice move to get open. Puts up a shot. That's short. Rebound. Jared Lucas, easiest rebound he'll have. The ball just fell into his lap. Here's Vaughn now working for Riverton. Near side wing to Johnson. Tanner drives the lane up over 3 players. And Tanner Johnson with his first points. Up and in with a layup as he went right to the rack. And nobody could stop him. It's 14-5. Top of the key, Seb Brunner. Seb, far side wing. Keelan eyes a 3. Now gets a pick from Lopman. and kicks it back out to Brunner. Gavin, far side, Bruno. Got a shot if he wants it, won't take it. Dribbles away from trouble and out to Keelan. Keelan eyes a three. Nah, he says. And gives it to Seb Brunner. Hands off to his brother Gavin. Gavin gets a screen there from Bruno. Long three, top of the key. Good. Smooth as silk. Gavin Brunner, his 5th of the afternoon and his first 3 with 1:35 to go. Jackson within 6. Here comes Blake Dale driving the lane. Everybody there for Jackson to contest him. Now it's kicked back out. He never did get the shot off. And here comes Jared Lucas. Left hand. He can do it with either hand. Jared Lucas with the lay-in to make it 16-8. Bruno with 1:11 to go in the opening frame. Seb drives in there, and he got bumped by any of 3 Riverton players. It could have been on Tanner Johnson, maybe Blake Dale. They were all in the neighborhood. Dale will draw it.
Dale got it.
Seb Brunner checks out for Jackson. It's now Lopman, Bereзе, Bruno, Keelan, and Gavin Brunner. Here's Keelan with a long 3 off the back of the iron. No good. Gavin Brunner fights the rebound loose from Blake Dale. Jackson will get another look at the bucket. Bruno with a turnaround. No good. Bereze with a putback. That won't go. Rebound Friday. Up ahead quickly to Jared Lucas. Sorry, that's not Lucas. That's Tanner Johnson. His layup won't go either. And suddenly nobody can make a shot here. 43 seconds in the opening 8. Gavin Brunner dribbles away from a double team, hands to Lopman. Lopman runs right into Jared Lucas and then threw the ball away. He picked up a double team. He kind of panicked. He went to pass to somebody on the baseline, but there was nobody there except the last guy on the end of the Riverton bench. Aquelo Friday will inbounds right in front of that bench to Blake Dale. Dale up across the half court, 30 seconds. Blake Dale puts a move on Seb, now gives the ball to Jared Lucas. Jared at the wing, far side. Aquilo Friday will try the 3. No good, off the front of the iron. Rebound Seb. Seb Brunner with time down to 15. Seb over to Rowan Bruno, 12 seconds. 11 now to Seb Brunner. Seb going to play for the last shot here. 4, 3. Seb just waiting. Gets a pick from Keelan. He's got to put something up. He does, and it's no good.